This isn't traditional, but it works. A fusion sambal, both for depth, balance, and serious flavor. A few dried Mexican chilies, aromatics and seasonings for something unique and flavorful. It's smoky, spicy and tangy. Ancho chili brings that deep, raisiny sweetness. It's great in marinades for beef, chicken and lamb. Among other ingredients is the dried shrimp. That's going to bring a salty, umami flavor to the sambal. With Ancho chili explained, let's move on. Guajillo. Am I pronouncing it correct? Let me know in the comments. This is mild, tangy, smoky, great for soup sauces. Chile de Árbol, a hot chili, the sharp edge and some smokiness. Lastly, Kashmiri dry red chili, prized for its color and heat. Not the spiciest, but some can pack a punch. Begin by sauteing the onions, the garlic and ginger. Add some fresh, finely chopped lemongrass and saute for a few seconds. I'm using a spoon of dried small shrimp. You can find this in your Asian supermarket. I've soaked it for a few minutes. First rinse it and then soak it and squeeze out the water, and now I add it to this and saute. An alternative would be a tablespoon of fish sauce. These were a mix of the chilies I showed earlier, and they were submerged in very hot water for about 15 minutes. I used about 2 to 3 ancho chilies and about 4 or 5 guajillos, 6 arbol and 6 Kashmiri red. Just place it in a grinder or blender along with the aromatics and those chilies, the pre-soaked chilies, and make a paste. You don't want this completely smooth. Leave a bit of texture so it feels more natural. This isn't a traditional sambal, but the technique is the same. You're just using different chilies to build a new flavor profile. The lemongrass adds that fresh citrus note, cuts through the richness of the chilies and keeps the sambal from feeling heavy. Dried shrimp is there for that umami flavor. It does contain salt, but inadequate for this process. So I taste and season with some salt. You will notice that I cook this down until the oil starts to separate slightly. That's when you know the paste is concentrated and the flavors are developed. It also allows that water or extra moisture to evaporate. Be patient with the process. It should take between 20 to 30 minutes, low and slow. It's beginning to thicken and you can see a difference in texture. Sambal is all about balance, so you want heat but also sweetness and acidity. Add the brown sugar and you will need to taste and perhaps add more. The recipe is a guideline. It all depends on the type of chilies you have and the heat and balance. I will also add a touch of fish sauce for that roundness or flavor. For example, if you were only using fish sauce, then this is the time you'd add it in. So that watery part has evaporated, it is nice and thick. You can see the oils appearing, and now a little bit of lime juice to freshen everything up right at the end. I will remove this from the pan and set it aside to cool. And there it is. Rich, smoky, deep. This isn't your everyday sambal. This is layers of flavor in every spoon. So you got sweetness from the Ancho chili, tang from the tamarind, and that clean heat from Chile de Árbol, all cooked down into one powerful paste. Dark, bold, and packed with flavor. That's how sambal should hit. Take your cooking to another level. Hit subscribe and ring the bell for more, and I'll catch you in the next one.